This past Monday was the beginning of winter in Pennsylvania, at least by one definition. By another definition, winter starts later this week. By yet another, it starts in 2.5 weeks. And by two other definitions, it started in November. I think I owe you an explanation. Of course, the familiar astronomical seasons rely on the position of the Earth in its orbit around the Sun. Last night on Weather World, Tyler Hughes interviewed our resident astronomer, Dr. Chris Palma, extensively about the astronomical seasons. Astronomy also determines what are called solar seasons. Solar winter is the 3-month period with the least daylight. Solar summer is the 3-month period with the most. And by this definition, the solstices and the equinoxes are the midpoints of seasons, not their beginning. Here in the mid-latitudes, solar winter goes from around November 6th to February 4th, while solar summer runs from around May 6th to August 5th. This way of reckoning seasons was fairly common in medieval Europe. Consider that Shakespeare's play A Midsummer Night's Dream, probably written in the 1590s, is set near the summer solstice. Then, of course, there's meteorological seasons. Most commonly, winter is the 3 coldest months on average, December, January, and February in the northern hemisphere, while meteorological summer is June, July, and August, the 3 warmest. This grouping by months certainly makes computing climatological statistics easier. But if we want to be precise down to the day, the coldest quarter of the year doesn't match the months, though it's close. Here's true meteorological winter for a few places based on the last 30 years. It runs from about December 7th to March 7th, except in Erie, where the coldest period is delayed almost a week by the moderating influence of the water. Finally, how about a definition where the 4 seasons have different lengths? Let me illustrate using State College. This table shows the average temperature for each day of the year. Months are across the top and the dates along the left side. There are 365 numbers here. I know they're small and you probably can't read them, but hopefully you get the idea. This is a year's worth of daily averages. The lowest number here is 27, which dominates January. The highest is 73, which occurs a few times in, no surprise, the month of July. Now let's write that range down in order. 27 there on the left, all the way to 73 here on the right. And divide that set of numbers into 4 equal groups. Statisticians call these quartiles. We'll focus on the lowest 25% of temperatures, known as the lower quartile, and we'll call that winter. Now we go back to the table and count how many times each temperature occurs. As an example, 30 is the average on 5 days in December and 5 days in February for a total of 10. Do that for every temperature here, and then we go back and fill in the chart with how many times each temperature occurs, creating a frequency diagram. And when we do that, we end up with 117 days in the lower quartile, meaning that winter in State College, by this definition, lasts almost 4 months, from November 24th to March 20th. Personally, I like the other shorter definitions of winter better, though by that last definition, summer in State College is 122 days long, which I'm perfectly fine with. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment with more.